Hey, I'm live. I've been fighting with this thing for 5 minutes to get on here. So before it's 4:25, I'm going to wish you a happy 420 because this is ridiculous here. Trying to just to get in here today was murder. Okay. And I can see I'm out of sync. So this is the out of sync man talking today. Wishing you a 420, a happy 420. But at least I'm here. And a happy second anniversary to me. Oh, and I'm unstable besides. Oh, great. It's going to be a fun show, folks. I can see where I'm going to have nothing but trouble as I cycle through life here. Well, here I am. I'm back again. YouTube's fucking up big time. It took me 5 minutes just to get in here late. Okay? So, but I'm here anyway. That's what counts, right? Oh, what's this bullshit here popping up in my face? And I got some kind of crap in front of me here. There we go. That's gone. Anyway, yeah, this is my sin anniversary. I've been on 104 episodes now. Happy anniversary to me. First, I have to find my reading glasses. They're here somewhere. Here they are. I knew I had them. Can't see anything through them, but I knew I had them. So let's see. Alabama Representative Mo Brooks. Oh, there I go again. I'm cycling. There we go. Alabama's Representative Mo Brooks is being sued by a couple of Democratic congressmen. I guess he was afraid of getting, whoops, here we go again, getting shot himself on January 6th, much like many of the Democrats. But anyway, he was wearing body armor, and he spoke to a crowd that it was time to start kicking representation from the DOJ in this lawsuit. And the Department of Justice said instigating an attack on the U.S. Capitol would not be within the scope of a member of Congress's employment. And for that reason, they will not be represented in this lawsuit. Okay. 2 weeks prior to the January 6th riots, Brooks publicly stated that he and others in Congress had met to discuss the overturn of the election. So, I mean, he had this planned all along. They planned to overthrow the government long before the inauguration. So, you know, they were all involved in this thing from the beginning. You know, so who knows what the fuck they had plans to do. You know. So they've discovered that the Delta variant is more harmful to children than they thought. Okay. This COVID thing isn't going away anytime soon. And this Delta variant is more virulent than they thought. Infections with folks already vaccinated seems to be a problem. With higher rates of symptomatic illness. They seem to carry the same level of virus in the airways and nose and throat as unvaccinated people. So you got to be careful, even if you're vaccinated. Now, vax people can be just as infectious as unvaxxed, but for a shorter period of time. And this is as easily as spreadable as chicken pox. So this virus, this Delta variant, is far more dangerous, far more easily spreadable. And the CDC has recommended that we go back to wearing masks when in indoors. Okay, you go to the supermarket, put your mask on. Okay, whether you're vaccinated or not. And I would hope that you're vaccinated. Okay, please take care of yourself. Okay. This last week, 35,000 vaccinated individuals came down with the Delta variant. So that's not a good number, you know. We got to keep people from catching this stuff. So take care. Even if you're vaccinated, be careful, okay? And if you aren't vaccinated, go get vaccinated, because it's the only thing that's going to protect you from this thing. Keep you out of the hospital, okay? Now, the federal moratorium on evictions expires tonight, okay? And lawmakers in D.C. were unable to extend the CDC moratorium due to a recent Supreme Court decision. And Congress has adjourned for their August recess. So it looks like people are going to get tossed, okay? People are going to be homeless. And at a time when the Delta variant is really running rampant in a lot of states, it's not a good time to put people on the street. Now, $48 billion in federal funds has been set aside to be distributed to landlords during this moratorium. It's been given to states to distribute to landlords. But only $3 billion, a fraction of that $47 billion, has been distributed so far. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with these states. They got to get off their dead asses and get that money out there. You know, there's a lot of frustrated landlords who should have been paid and haven't been paid. And a lot of, this money should have gone out to people to handle this shit already. And it hasn't been. Okay. So, Biden says he's going to see what he can do to take steps at the federal level to get these states to distribute these funds. Okay. I mean, it's not about getting more money out there. The money's out there. It just hasn't been distributed. Okay. Now, and this is as of the end of last month. Okay. There's only been $3 billion distributed. There's 8.2 million people that will be affected by this, that are behind in rent. Okay. So this $47 billion is a lot of fucking money that these states are sitting on, and I'm beginning to wonder whether they're not using it for other things. Okay, so something has to be done about it. I need a hit. After all that shit, I need a hit. Now, in December, acting Deputy Attorney General Richard Donahue took notes, okay, of conversations between the orange dude and Jeffrey Rosen, days before Rosen was appointed acting attorney general. And in these notes, because, lawyers take notes, and something Trump completely forgot about, not only with this attorney, but with Michael Cohen and several others. Katie, welcome aboard. Put a deadline on their federal funding to the states. If they do not put the money where it is intended, it should be all federal funding. Yes, you're right. I mean, this angers the shit out of me that they're sitting on $47 billion, okay, and not getting that money out to the people for whom it was intended. That's a bunch of bullshit, And welcome aboard. So now, Jeffrey, these notes that Richard Donahue took were conversations between Jeffrey Rosen and the president. And apparently, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call him the president. It was the orange guy, one that used to occupy the room with no corners. And so Trump told Jeffrey Rosen that to just say the election was corrupt and leave the rest to him and the Republican congressman. And Rosen said he could not and would not change the outcome of the election. And Trump's response to that is, you guys may not be watching the internet the way he does. Okay. My state is one of those, but we are surprised. I don't know why. So their response to him saying that they don't watch the internet the way he does was they were doing their job, and much of the info he was getting was false. Okay. So he was wanting them to overturn the election, and this was in December. Okay. And days before the riot. Okay, this is like December 27th. Okay, he didn't get what he wanted for Christmas. So, this was information that was released by the Department of Justice this week. These notes. Oh, wait, I got a pop up here I have to get rid of. Click. There. So in addition to that, the DOJ said, sure, House Ways and Means Committee, you can have Trump's tax returns. And unlike the Cy Vance case in New York City, there's a good chance that House Ways and Means will release those tax returns to us. Okay. Cy Vance couldn't do that. It was a criminal case. But there's no reason why Congress can't release it to us. So we might be able to see all the criminal shit Trump has pulled over the years with his tax returns. Okay. And wouldn't that be nice? So, wow. The weed of the week is clementine. And it's 24% THC, right on the head. And it's a sativa dominant hybrid. So Katie, I don't know if you heard or not, but this is my second anniversary on the air here. So happy anniversary to me. This is my 104th show. You like clementine? It's a darling strain. So, Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the congrats. So here's our wow story today. Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene showed up at the DC House of Corrections, apparently wanting to cheer on those January 6th jokers who were locked up there. So apparently a number of them are locked up there. And they were refused access. And you don't show up at a prison or a jail and say, hi, I want to visit a bunch of people unannounced, okay? And they got their nose out of joint because they were refused access unannounced. What did they expect, okay? I mean, Democrats showed up at the border, wanted to see kids in cages, and they weren't allowed to do that because they showed up unannounced, okay? And these weren't kids in cages. These were criminals in cages. And they wanted to see them unannounced. It wasn't going to happen, okay? So they asked to speak to a supervisor. And the person in charge said, sure, step outside a minute and I'll go get them. So they stepped outside and they locked the fucking door behind them. And they didn't speak to any supervisor. They just fucking got locked out. Fucking broke me up. I thought, gee, that's swell. Let's just lock the fuckers out of the building. And they got their noses all out of joint about that, you know. Lack of respect and all. Well, respect for what, you know? For them being intruders? You know, they had no right to be there to begin with. So why let them in the building, right? Let's just lock them outside where they belong. So that's our Weed of the Week story. I thought that was appropriate. And then we got the My Pillow guy. My Pillow guy is feuding with Fox News. Okay. Mike Lindell has pulled all his ads from Fox News for refusing to air his promo for his live stream, freespeech.com, because he's still promoting the big lie and blaming it on voting machines. Okay. Now, the problem with Fox News, what's this? Matt Gaetz got run off the stage by someone blowing a whistle at him when he opened his mouth. He ran away. Oh, that's a good story right there. Anyway, he claims that there were voting machine irregularities, and that's why Trump lost the election. So the reason Fox won't run the promo for his live stream is that Fox is involved in 2 lawsuits for running stories about voting machine irregularities. Okay, so they're not going to promote his live stream where he claims that the machines were fucked up because they're in the midst of these 2 lawsuits over the same subject. They said it's unfortunate that he feels a necessity to pull these ads. Yeah, Dominion and another company, they're both suing Fox. So Fox can't stick their necks out at this point, okay, to support this crazy fucker. because they're being sued. They can't do anything like that. They claim that he has pretty much built his business on advertising on the #1 cable news network, as they said in their statement. So it's unfortunate that he had to pull his business from them. By the way, he spent $50 million with them last year on advertising and $19 million so far this year. So it's a big blow to Fox. He was 39% of their primetime advertising. So this is quite a blow to Fox. Okay. And my pillow guy, I'm sure his business is plummeting anyway. I see that he's selling his $70 pillow for $30 now in the commercials. So business ain't that great, I guess. So that's where he stands right now. But that's his crazy claim that it's still the voting machines that fucked up the election for Trump. So not the voters. I mean, we all know it was the voters, it wasn't the voting machines. So I don't know, I'm trying to light something that's already lit, but anyway. So Susan Wright was running for office, state legislature in Texas, to fill a seat that was vacated by a Republican who died of COVID. I'm tired. My brain is. Stop using it. It's what I did years ago. I gave up that whole fucking brain thing. I have to enlarge the font. Just a second here. There we go. Now it's readable. Maybe too readable. I maybe made it too big. Let me look. No, that's usual. Okay. Anyway, Susan Wright decided that she would run as a Republican to fill this Republican's seat. Been going since 2:30. Well, that's like bedtime. You're supposed to go to bed then, not get up then. What are you, crazy lady? That's just way early. So Susan decided to run to fill that seat vacated by the Republican who died of COVID. No doubt he didn't get a shot. And so she ran against this Navy vet, Jake Ellisey, and he had to get a video uploaded. Oh, okay. And so she received Trump's endorsement for office 2 months prior to the election. Okay, it was a special election. And he continued to endorse her right up to the election time. And at one point, she was 17 points ahead of her opponent. And she lost by a large margin. So Trump's endorsement doesn't mean a lot these days, I'm pleased to say. So people out there wanting Trump's endorsement, you might want to look another direction, because apparently it ain't paying off like it used to pay off. So keep that in mind, you Republicans out there. You might want to get Liz Cheney's endorsement or something instead. She might be pulling more weight in the future. So keep that in mind. I have 0 in the chat. No, I have 1 now. So apparently you do count. And I got your thumbs up, so that counts. That counts to me. So let's see what else I have in the way of stories. This one's just for you, Katie. After 97 days, the audit that wasn't cost $3 million to replace the nearly 400 fucked up voting machines, and $150,000 in taxpayers' money to find out there was nothing wrong with the Arizona election. Some of the Republicans involved in that recount quit. One of them said it was totally botched, but they still plan on releasing a report next month. Okay. And the DOJ said that the states pull this kind of shit again in the future, that they are subject to prosecution. Okay, so I think that sham you had out there in Arizona, that sham of an audit that took, what, 10 months now, 11 months. I think it's over, Katie. I think it's over. There's no rice paper. There's none of that, okay? So it's official. Arizona went to Biden. Okay? There was no large-scale fraud in Arizona. It's now official. And in the moot audit, it's been labeled official now. The fraudit, yes, yeah. So that's my closing story for today. Thought I'd close on a happy note. But they're not going to be pulling that shit again. Well, we all knew it wouldn't matter. He's already in the White House. Well, how could it possibly matter? Okay, at this point, Trump is gone, and that's all that matters. Okay. I mean, even if the election in Arizona was overturned, it still wouldn't be enough electoral votes to make a difference. So it didn't matter anyway. Oh, by the way, I am wearing a SPLIFFY original shirt today. Okay. This one's printed on the back. You voted by mail. Well, that's good. That's good. You can still do that in Arizona. That's good. You know, Georgia, Texas, I don't know. This one's printed on the back, which would make it difficult for me to show you. So I'll just describe it to you. Okay. It's printed in yellow, and it's in ever diminishing font size. Down the back, it reads, "Attention, please. My ass is about to make an important announcement." And then there's an arrow pointing down to my ass. So that's what my shirt says today. Another original. Looks like it's just me and you today, Katie. We can just have a private chat. You only audited one county, the biggest one, Maricopa. Yeah, I know. That's so. If you're going to audit the state's election, how do you do just one county? That doesn't exactly mean the whole state, now, does it? I mean, it might be the largest county, but it doesn't mean it's the population of the entire state. It's probably the reddest county too, right? They audited Phoenix. Okay. Is Phoenix red generally? The state capital. Is it generally red? Or does it run blue? I know Tucson's blue, but I didn't know the capital was blue. That's probably why they did the audit there, because it's probably red, and it shocked the shit out of them that the state went blue. Is that what happened? That's what I thought. So when they recounted Phoenix and it came up blue, they surprised them, huh? Well, it's heartening to see that some places that are generally red saw Trump for the ass that he was, you know? And he came out with a vodka, and they asked him where it came from, and he said it came from all over. A lot of dark-skinned citizens live in Phoenix, I see. It didn't come from all over. It most likely came from Indiana, okay? And it's usually red, I see. Yeah, it most likely came from Indiana. Yeah, Indiana has a huge distillery that provides alcohol for a lot of different brands of liquor. Okay, they provide the basic distilled spirit for a lot of different brands of alcohol. It's just a huge distillery for grain alcohol. They make grain neutral spirits, and it's used for a lot of different brands as a base. So chances are his vodka came from Indiana, not from all over. There's a special exotic vodka that came from all over. That's what he said in an interview. Came from all over. So, you know, just like you buy your steaks at Sharper Image, you know, the place for steak. So things have cooled down here weather-wise considerably. We're supposed to have a week. It was like in the 70s yesterday. We're supposed to have a week of like low to mid 80s, which sounds really good to me, and no rain. So going to have some nice weather, summer weather, which is strange because August is usually when we swelter, and we sweltered all last month. So all of July, I mean. So it'll be weird to be having moderate weather in August. It's almost like we're already heading into fall. So And we may be. Who knows? Climate change. Climate change is climate change. So we'll see what happens. But I went to my neurosurgeon this week. They may be doing my surgery in September or early October instead of August. So we'll see what happens there. I still have a tentative surgical date in August, but I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Got hot again today. My fountain stopped working. The pump was plugged with sheet algae. Oh, so you got it up and running again? So I assume. Got ashes all over me. Wonder where everybody is today. I would imagine Stoney's under another heat dome, isn't he? I understand there was more of that nasty stuff headed that way. I think I saw that in the news feed. They were supposed to get more really hot weather. I don't know. Up to my elbows in lily pads in stinky water. Yeah, my bestie sent me a picture of the river out there. And I'd already told her, about all the water out there. I sent her a picture of the river. She didn't believe me, I guess. So she got back to me today with a picture of the river. And I told her, I said, I told you so. So things all, the 6-foot weeds I had in my yard are gone. So the dogs don't know what to do. They're looking around like everything's strange. Of course, Heidi went right to digging in the mulch, which really pissed me off. No, she's not. She's here. But she sent me pictures from online. She sent me a story that she read. So, no, she'll be here till the end of August. Then she'll be back out there again. So, trying to get her to invite me out there before it gets cool again. February was a little chilly yet. I'd like to be out there when it's a little warmer than that. So I'm finagling another invitation. I'll just have to see what happens. It would be nice to come back out there and see you again. That was fun. Just stand and watch that river do that when it is happening. Yeah, I would imagine. It's really quite a torrent, huh? So the Kankakee doesn't do that anymore. They dammed it up in Indiana. The ground vibrates like a dozen freight trains, huh? Wow. Yeah, see, Highway 113 is on this side of the river. And on the other side of the river is Highway 102. And before they dammed the river up in Indiana, in the spring, the water would come up over both highways. So I'm glad they dammed it up. It still rises pretty high, though. in the spring, but it doesn't reach the highways. So that's a good thing. But it runs north. So it's one of the few rivers in the world that does. Lined most of it with concrete, so now it acts like a chute used to wash the banks off the river, off into the river. I see. I understand. I understand you're speaking Stony today. I learned how to read Stony, so you're no problem. It only had water in it when it rains. It only has water in it when it rains. See, I can read Stony. Well, from what I understand, this is record rainfall you've had. This is the most rain you've ever had since they've been keeping records. So this is a record year for you out there. Bestie sent me stats on that as well. So you getting record rainfall. I know I had as much as 2 people watching before, but I think that was before you tuned in. I was watching the tally here. It hasn't flickered. Still 1. It's just us. Your empty pond is now half full of water? Well, then I guess it's not an empty pond. You can move your lilies. There we go again. I've been collecting my potashes. So for my potash, dog laughed at me when I told him that. So has a 20-gallon bucket buried in the ground. Oh, it is a 20-gallon bucket buried in the ground. I see. So now it has 10 gallons of water in it. That's a lot of rain, considering the precipitation that happens when it's hot. You know, that's a lot of rain. If you've collected 10 gallons. Of course, I get that in runoff from my roof just about every time it rains. So, but seriously, that's a lot of rain to collect in one place. So yeah, you've been getting drenched. I forget what she sent me. Where's my phone? She sent me some stats. Hey, you went away. You stopped watching. Okay. You got 7.97 inches in July of this year. In August of 55, you got 7.93 inches. So you topped out your highest ever, which was August of 1955. Works for potassium, not phosphate. I was mistaken. But the K but that is K in NPK. I was typing, I have been here. I know you've been here. Oh, your number went away, and now it's back. So I don't understand if that's a ghost or if it's you. I mean, the number in the count, viewers, it went to 0 and then it came back to 1 again. But that's what she sent me, was the history of rainfall. So in 2017, you got 6.8. 1921, you got 6.4. And 1981, you got 6.7. But this is a record, 7.97 for July. Oh, I see. I see. I see. It's back to 0 again. You got to come back to me. Yeah, I got 2 thumbs up. How'd that happen? You can't give me 2 thumbs, can you? You already gave me a thumb. You can't give me another one. Somebody else must have given me a thumb. You got hit by 3 hurricanes in 2 weeks. Oh, shit. At least you didn't get any of those. Just a lot of wet. And they tallied it up before the month was even over this year. I guess they knew it wasn't going to rain today. You got a sunny day today, because they already tallied it. See, now you went away again. I'm still trying to figure out how you gave me 2 thumbs up. Oh, you got hurricanes? Well, you didn't get one. That's good. That's what counts. You didn't get one. One storm rained 3 inches in an hour. Wow. Good. All the wet you can get. Make up for last year. People out there have cisterns. They collect the water. I was just wondering if people do that sort of thing. Flooded big time. I was just wondering if people collect the water to use for later. Seems to me that would be a good idea. Great big cistern or something. Collect as much as you can. Especially if you farm or something. So you don't have to use your well or whatever. I was just curious. It makes sense. Just didn't know if they did that sort of thing out there. Absolutely. Okay. I gotcha. City used to even offer classes. I see. Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. You have 3 5-gallon buckets of water I collected from your roof the day before yesterday. Ah. Stuff is precious, you know, especially where you're at. But we have an overabundance of it, a lot more than we were getting here 20 years ago. We can get a lot more rain. It dipped. It dumped. Oh, okay. You had me there. Yeah, this liquefaction I had happen that filled my cellar with sand. That it was dry as a bone down there for years and years and years. And you're going to pH test it and use it in your grow. There you go. But all of a sudden, the ground just started moving. Water just started taking over. We get a lot more rain now than we ever did around here. Farmers have been having trouble. They have to start their seasons later because of the rain. Crops have been rotting because of the rain. Free water is free water. Yes, it is. Too much water can be a bad thing too, though. Just like not enough. So, you know, there's been a lot of flooding in the Midwest in recent years. Quicksand all over in the desert right now. Weird. Yeah, it is weird. Well, I just got a Weather Channel notification. Let's see what it is. Oh, massive Greenland ice melt is underway. Nice. Ooh, temperatures have fallen overnight. Get down into the low 60s tonight. Upper 70s tomorrow. I don't know what the weather notice was about. Anyway. The water table is close to the surface and the rain has nowhere to go. Yeah. Well, I walked out my back door one day a few years ago, and I had a 4-foot deep hole right next to my back door. It was perfectly cylindrical and lined with river rock. So it was obviously an old drop a bucket down the well. Okay. It was about 4 feet across. And so I filled it in. And about 2 weeks later, I had about a 4-foot hole in the same spot. Yeah, well, that's what it was. So the second time I filled it in with some blocks of old cement that a friend of mine had, and then topped it off with dirt and sand and topsoil, and it's held up ever since. But that was about the time that everything else started to fill in too. So the water table it's next to my well, and the water table under my house apparently is shifted. Oh, it is a good water source. People across the river have, a lot of them have sandpoint wells and that sort of thing across the road from me. They're closer to the river. And they have pretty stinky water, okay? And I, on the other hand, have very fresh, good water, good smelling water. Move my door. No, no, I'm okay there. I'm right next to the well. But it's my cellar is where the problem is. My crawl space is above my cellar. Okay, so if it fills in anymore, it's going to start coming into my cellar. And if my cellar fills with sand, I'm in deep doo-doo. I have to let the puppies out. I'll be right back. Too many things in my lap. Okay, doggies. Let's go outside. Come on. Let's go outside. Come on. Come by the door. Don't push me. What are you doing pushing me? I guess Heidi is eager to go outside. There, you can see my shirt. See? Oh, you were teasing. Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind moving out of here. I'd like to get an apartment, personally. Someplace we don't have to. What is all of this? A whole bunch of shit popped up on my screen. Where's my mouse? A whole bunch of things that say programs and features. There. They're gone. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind. I just got out of the shower before I started the show. Hair wasn't even dry yet. There. That's better. Sort of. I wouldn't mind living in a place I didn't own, where they'd have to take care of it, you know. 14 views and 3 likes. Nice. I'll have to watch it so I can give you another like. How's that? Hey, now there's 2 people watching and 2 thumbs up. That's better than no people watching and 2 thumbs up. So, hey, I missed it. Happy 423. What you smoking today? More Shirai? Or you got something special you got going? It's been 2 years since you uploaded? Well, it's been 2 years since I've been on the air. So happy anniversary to the both of us. And happy 423, 424, somewhere. So I can't believe I've been doing this for 2 years. Last bits, huh? End of the line on that, girl. Kind of sad, isn't it? It's like, where's the other jar? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into flour with this with one of them pretty soon. I'm gonna run out of tent space. This because it's if it gets much taller, I'm not going to have room in there. Oh, great! Glad to hear it. You sure you can't do 2 plants? You got 2 lights now. You know. Got to think about this. You got 2 lights. You could always put them on wheels and switch them back and forth under the 2 lights so that they get equal amounts of red. Switch them around every couple of days. The toilet is in the way. It's too crowded. I see. Damn toilet. That's a problem. Well. No room to move 2 big plants. Oh, boy. That does pose a problem. You have a Southern Realm pod and wheels. I see. And that's all there's room for is just the one, huh? That's a shame. I got to get the puppies. That's Heidi scratching at the door. I think after all these weird years, she'd have scratched through the glass by now. Come on, Buster, get in the house. Buster, get in the house. Hey, I'm talking to you. Buster, get in the house. Here, I got a good cookie for you. Want one? Gotta come here. Gotta come over here and get it. Here, girl. Here, boy. Come here. Come over here, Buster. Yeah. Here you go. Oh. What's this? Oh, never mind. Found a charging cord for my Yokan on the floor, and I couldn't see both ends. I thought I'd unplug the microphone or something. Yeah, it should be good with one plant since it's only you. I like having two. Mrs. Spliffy doesn't smoke much. She supplements with tobacco, so I don't do that for health reasons. I can't believe what people pay for them now. I think it's crazy. I mean, really. To pay that to support a habit that doesn't even get you off. Make some brownies for dessert or something, you know? Wouldn't that be nice? Stony, welcome aboard. Katie and I have been sitting here chatting for almost an hour. There you go. You got another view. And I'm sure another like. Was quoted $1,800 from a guy in LA. I didn't solicit a price. Your nap lasted a long time. Well, welcome aboard. We were trying to figure out how I had 0 viewers and 2 thumbs up. I mean, we knew one was Katie, but because you're only the second person in the chat, and I had 0 viewers and 2 thumbs up, so we couldn't figure that out. Yeah, 0 in the chat, and she never left, and I had 2 thumbs up, and of course 1 was hers, but I don't know. I don't know where anybody is. So, and apparently Dog stopped watching my show because he hasn't been in any of them lately. So, but I'm glad you're here. So, I'm glad anybody's here, tell you the truth. So, yeah, we were wondering about you. Are you under another heat dome over there? Because I thought I read that in the news that you were going to get another one of those. People bounce around doing stuff. You're cold today. Really? Well, you'd probably rather have that than the heat anyway, right? I mean, that intense stuff. It's supposed to be 90 today. They were so wrong. Oh. Yeah, we're cooling off around here. So I think we're going into autumn a month early. Yeah, they set a record in Arizona with rainfall in Tucson. I mean, they had the most rain ever in July. So it was almost 8 inches. It's like 7.97 or some shit, wasn't it? Is that what I said? Yeah, 7.97 inches. So you got almost 8 inches of rain. So that's impressive. Sure is green, huh? Well, isn't that pleasant? So now does the rain now is it usually that's it then, just the month of July, or does it continue now, or is that it for you? The season is over, or what? Is that how it works? Oh, until September 30th. Oh, so maybe you'll have a record August too. So you didn't even have to water your garden, huh? Has it been consistent enough for that you didn't really have to water much? Or did you still have to water your garden because of the heat? I was just curious. June 15th to September 30th. I see. Pete losing internet today. I see. I got you. Still got that intense sun. I wonder why, Stony. Are you windy, or is there storms around you? Or I didn't go to the prom. Junior or senior? I was too much of a badass to go to the junior prom, and I dropped out of high school, so there's no going to the senior prom. You got a package from a buddy in Australia. That's kind of cool. Yeah, what'd you get? Is it paraphernalia? Room has not gotten below 86, 43% humidity. Girls are happy. Yeah, I guess so. Warm and wet. Comfortable temps. Moderate humidity. What'd you get, Stony? Is it paraphernalia? Is it gas mask for your bong? What'd you get? What'd you get? Tell me your internet went out again. You said seeds in some Some fucking Vegemite. Oh no. Green slime. What the fuck is this Vegemite? Yeah, well, enjoy. Wallpaper paste. Yeah, scary stuff, Katie. Did you open it? Did you taste it? Yeah, and lots of salt. Green slime. Oh, you didn't open it. Oh, well, you got to open it. They love it on toast for breakfast. Yeah. Thin, though. A thin layer. Yeah, give it a whiff. Think of it as salty vegetable jelly. Oh, and a huge parchment paper slab with resin. Good. Resin. Eat something similar in the UK. There you go. You like that tip, huh? Yeah, I like it too. It's just that it stays hot longer is what I like about it, you know? You don't have to keep reheating it and reheating it and reheating it. You can take a couple of hits. You know, you can relax. Maramite. Ah, never had that. Exactly. It doesn't get way hot and it maintains the heat. Yeah. They sell them on Amazon, I see. So if you ever break it or whatever, or drop it on the rug, like I did. So, yeah, it's nice because you can use it and pass it, you know. Do dabs off my toilet. Okay. Okay. You mean when you're on your toilet? You get the dropsies too? Yeah, I think they sell them like so many together in a pack. So 23 torch spots on my toilet seat now. Okay. Careful where you drop it if you're sitting down. Well, Shepherd's Homestead, welcome aboard. We were just talking about doing dabs on the toilet seat. I'm not going to say another word. You just have to figure that one out for yourself. Do I get the twisties like Simone Biles? I don't know. I didn't know she got the twisties. I don't know where to go from the toilet seat thing here. She's your hero right now. For thinking about her health instead of the Olympics. 45th high school reunion is tonight. Oh, yeah, you going? Come on, it's been 45 years since you went to high school. Not sure yet. 45 years. High school. Never been to a reunion. I went to my 50th grade school reunion. That was weird. Class of 101. Okay. 1976. High school. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird going to my grade school reunion because it was like nobody ever left the town I grew up in or the town I graduated from, the school I graduated from, Cicero, Illinois. It's like none of them ever left there. None of them ever left the parish. You know, it was a Catholic school. Bicentennial year. 450 in your class. Yeah, well, there were like, I don't know, like 60 in my grade school class. You had 3 high schools in a town of 50,000. It was a very small school I went to. And there weren't even that many. There were, maybe 60 in our grade school class. And I went to the reunion and they were all really weird. Old people. I couldn't believe it. And they acted like they never left there. They just weren't very worldly. It was very strange. Very strange indeed. And then they went on semi or biannual, I guess it would be every 2 years, pilgrimages to Jerusalem. They're all very holy. I couldn't comprehend that. And only 2 people out of my entire 8th grade class had died after 50 years. So I thought that was pretty amazing. Yeah, go and laugh at how old they all got. Your sister went to North Aurora? Really? Wow. Yeah, you should, Stoney. Go and laugh at how old they all got. you know, and how fat they are and that kind of shit, you know. You had 6 die in your class before graduation. Holy shit. That's not good. They should have waited till summer. You know, after they got their diploma. Look, nobody's watching, and there's 3 of you in the chat. Your quarterback got bald and fat, became a rancher, saw photos of a reunion on Facebook. Oh. Well, the jock in my grade school, okay, was like the shortest guy there. And he, you know, and he was the basketball dude, the jock. Everybody, you know, was like, holy shit, you know. And he was fat and bald and, I mean, and nuts, okay. He was nuts. I was talking to him and he was telling me how he had gone out on dates with the hottest chick in class and everything after I had moved away and all this stuff. And then when she showed up at the reunion, he said, don't tell her any of the stuff I told you. Because it was all a fucking lie. One dude took on a train and lost. Oh, I'd imagine. Three kids and a teacher aide died in a small plane crash. Wow. Delusion seems to be common. Yeah. 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 But yeah, but everybody thought he was the coolest dude in class, and turns out he was nuts. Hey, there you are. Welcome aboard. You're the only one that's watching the show, apparently. Okay, but there's 4 of us in the chat, but you're the only one watching. So $20 years later. So where are we? I think I'm at my house. Crashed in a snowstorm in dense forest. Oh shit, that's no way to go down. What are these teachers doing hanging around with these kids? That's what I want to know. Okay. So it seems a little strange to me. You're somewhere in Washington State. See, I can still read Stony. I haven't lost my touch. Teacher took his son and his buddy. Oh, okay. You know, I just get suspicious. He's teaching them how to fly. They went to Portland to a conference. I see. I just love aircraft flying, light aircraft flying. Oh, it's so much fun. You know, I mean, and anybody can do it. Once you get up there, anyone can fly. Learning to fly, being Floyd. Learning to fly, Tom Petty. Trying to get glasses today. You set up only 3 different places. COVID life sucks. They were in a Cessna, probably a 172. Not relevant. I love that song. Okay. So you didn't? You didn't get glasses? Or did you go to one of the 3 places? Vegemite is disgusting. Yeah, well, it's an acquired taste. Oh, okay, not yet, huh? The video was awesome with the native guy who learns to fly off the mountaintop. Is that a butt cleaning solvent or what? Yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste. Yeah, it's not breakfast and it's not toast, right? So you have to smear it on toast in the morning. Okay. And then you'll just love it. Okay. Then it's real tasty. Okay. Then it's real good. Okay. Then it's just swell. No, he called the does he sleep with it or you're not completely convinced, huh? Call chickens chucks. Yeah. Well, no, dog, you're way off base. He was referring to Pink Floyd and Tom Petty. Sheila chucks. And we're talking about Vegemite. Okay, you should have been here. That's all I'm saying. Sounds like a strain name. Yes, it does. I see your version sounded better in your head. I see. Well, that's your head. Sheila Chucks Hayes. And how much haze can Sheila Chuck if Sheila Chucks Hayes? There's your next strain name, Stony. Here's your next strain name, Sheila Chucks Hayes. And everybody will wonder who the hell Sheila Chucks is. And it'll be our secret. So, and well, you cross it with Dirty Uncle, and you got Dirty Sheila. Dirty Sheila Hayes. Or Uncle Chuck. Or who knows? Combinations we could come up with. Yeah. Down the road, you could have Sheila the hooker. Sheila the pregnant hooker. Too many dirty uncles already. I see. Uncle Chuck Hayes. Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Sheila. You know, something for the LGBTQ folks out there. You can have an Uncle Sheila. Uncle Daddy, yeah. Uncle Sheila Hayes, yeah. Aunt Bob. You like Uncle Sheila Hayes, huh? Boy, I'm going to switch to something I had earlier because it's bigger than my roach. This should get me to 420. And this that I'm smoking here is I Forget. Uncle Sheila Hayes. Great. Now our strains are cross-dressing. This PC world is getting out of hand. It's a salty combination of nasty. I'm sure it is. That's dog, right? Yeah. Yeah. Morbid curiosity. Yeah, that's like I said, it's a nasty bunch of yuck there. Your weakness, huh? So you don't think it's a breakfast treat? You don't find it to be a breakfast treat? Something something you might have with burnt toast and a rotten egg. Something to feed your tapeworm. Like the Stooges might have. You know, remember that? Burnt toast and a rotten egg. Dog food and salt. Yep. Uh-huh. But it's vegetarian dog food. So Tommy Shepard and Buds and Hazard came over about midnight and got high as hell. Oh, really? Your tapeworm denied it. I ain't eating that shit. Stuck his mouth out and said, Buds was mumbling last night. Oh. Oh, he was on last night too? As a phrasing? Okay. Hey, John, you just as he signed off. Oh. What was last night? I don't remember. Friday? I don't know what I was doing. It's hard to remember every single day, you know? You're asking a lot. You know, seriously. I had bungs, bowls, and chillums all packed before they got here. And cheeched the RV. I need to go to bed, but was stalling. I do that a lot. I call it insomnia, but I think sometimes I just refuse to go to bed, you know? Just stubborn about it. I ought to go, but I don't, you know? You know, I even take my meds and I still fight them, you know? I'm an ass about it. So I don't know what my problem is. I mean, I know I should go to bed, but I just don't do it. So, Doc, I'm going to have to flip that plan of yours. I'm going to run out of tent room pretty soon. Because once that thing stretches, I'm not going to have much more room in there. Yeah, I have two. That's the problem. You know? And I enjoy sleeping in. You know, my job kept me out in the evenings too. And I really couldn't start my day until 11. I mean, there weren't any bars open before 11 a.m. in the city. So I had recurring nightmares until I discovered the meanings. Then they subside. Now I have insomnia because of the fibromyalgia. I can understand that. It is awful. I'm up just because I refuse to go to bed. I don't know. I'm a dumbass. That's my problem. You know, the bed's there. I'm not. Yeah, I creak here and there, and that's about it pain-wise. So I'm very fortunate at my age. So you swim in bad memories? Yeah, but I'm trying to let things go. So we'll see how that goes. You're diagnosed in 1998. Been living with it a long time. Only thing that helps me is cannabis. Well, at least something helps. You got that. I mean, you're fortunate there. You have to cherry pick our thoughts. Yeah, I generally need some kind of noise around me. Okay. Music, television, something. Conversation. I need some kind of noise around me, or I get too deep in my head. And I take medication for it too. So, and I see a therapist and a psychiatrist. Music helps a lot. Music is huge. It's literally been the soundtrack of my life. So, see, Katie's not a stoner. Her fibromyalgia is. She's just along for the ride. Yeah, that's right. And not take a single Percocet with these ribs. Only cannabis. Well, good for you. I'll DM. What is you pull, Mr. Slippy? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Yep, she's just along. She's just being taken along, and it's just medicine for her. The high is what was it? Oh, what was that thing? Oh, what was it? Cannabis. What was that? Cannabis is such good medicine. Some people just take it for the side effects. Was that how it went? But I've not had it for 40 plus years like you've been a stoner. I'm dabbing as I speak. Howdy from PTP in Australia. Point to point. What's the difference between therapist and psychiatrist? Psychiatrist is a doctor of psychiatry. Therapist is somebody that I talk to who doesn't have a degree in psychiatry. Part-time planning. I got planting. Oh, okay. Other than one I can spell. Okay. I got you. So yeah, he's just somebody I can just talk to openly and discuss shit with. And then the psychiatrist, she can write me scripts. And I talk to her openly as well. I get help from two different people. That's all. So I get, different points of view, and, it's kind of nice. You have two different people to talk to. Yeah, we don't read. Yeah, exactly. We don't read real good know-hows. Yeah, and as I said last week, had you tuned in, I can read Stony, so it's something I've picked up. Counselor is a therapist, or they can be a psychologist. Right. Only the psychiatrist can write scripts. Exactly. So that's why I go to a psychiatrist, so I can get scripts. You're watching on the Xbox. Oh. I don't show and can't chat. And sometimes can't chat. Wait, now I lost something. Oh, I was watching on the Xbox sometimes, and I don't show and can't chat. I see. Xbox is for gaming. Right. Right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm stoned. I Yes, it is good to see her. I'm having trouble reading. I should put drops in my eyes. He heard it. He heard it. He heard it. He heard it on the XZZ top. And your phone is for making phone calls, you flipping millennials. You can text. So, yes. How about it? How about it, man? I'm so glad I got to see him before he died, man. I just saw him like 3 years ago. And I took my son-in-law, and he ditched me at the concert. You're always there, lurking, stoned to the bone, very able. Oh, okay. Excel sucks when multiple die, and we can concentrate on each other one's lives. Yeah. Xbox is for all. Okay. I didn't know I might have lurkers on Xbox. Never thought about that, audience. Oh, thank you for the reminder. Oh, hey, it's 4:20 here. Got to spark a new one. Happy 4:20, Katie. Comfortably numb, huh? Mine is can't find my way home. You'd have to have a gram of Vegemite. You break me up, Stoney. You always break me up. If only he sent you a jar of resin. You know, disguised as Vegemite. Yep, that's the song. Well, how good are they? Your mind races music heaven. I have the soundtrack of my life running through my mind all the time. Just to keep from thinking what's really going on in my head. Call me Russell, 6'4" and full of muscles. From Brussels. Oh, the muscles from Brussels. John Claude Van Damme, as Americans call him. I'm on Chevrolet laces, but where I am, I walking, Stoney. This Clementine ain't bad shit. I'm liking this. Forward. Yes, it is. I said happy 420 to Katie. 420 where you're at too? Is she on Pacific time this time of year? I have smoked Clementine often. Well, then you know what I mean. Shit's got me fucked up. Of course, I smoked half a joint of that other shit too, so. The West has zest. Makes me think of Huckleberry Hound. You know? Clementine. It changes when you all do the time change. So you're in that. Yeah, I know. It was cool. It's totally cool. I enjoyed it. Stopped by her place twice that visit. When are they going to trash time change? Just dumb. Well, yeah. You become mountain time in winter. Yeah. That's just silly that everybody just doesn't, stop doing that. When you consider the reason it started. I mean, yeah, we did have a good visit. It was nice to sit and chat face to face with somebody that you otherwise wouldn't know what they look like. And when you game online, you were afraid. Okay. They go at daylight. No, exactly. It had nothing to do with farmers. It had to do with World War I. The Germans wanted more trench time in daylight, so they changed the time. So that's what happened. Yeah, my bestie went with me the first time, and we had a real nice visit, the three of us, and we exchanged gifts. I brought Katie some shirts. I brought Katie a shirt from Custard Cake with her name on it. It had nothing to do with farmers. Farmers don't give a shit what time of day it is. They give a shit how light or dark it is outside. Clock don't mean shit. Please expand. On what? On the gifts. Well, the Germans in World War I, they said, let's change the clock so that we can adjust the time so that we got more, we can control the time so that we have more battlefield daytime. Okay. Black and neon green shirts. Yeah. Tripping you out. Yeah, that's what it was all about. Yeah, we had nothing to do with farmers. Farmers go by the light in the sky, not by the time on the wall. And who more than the Germans are as rigid, you know what I mean, would be about things being precise. You know what I mean? They have that rigid mindset, Yeah, farmers, well, when it comes to farming, working outside, it's all about the sun. Watched a World War II movie that blew the entire battlefield up with underground explosives. Wow. They know all phases of the moon. Well, sure, Farmer's Almanac. They live by that, or they lived by that thing. They don't so much anymore, I suppose. But they would plant by the phases of the moon. I mean, that's Farmer's Almanac, predict the seasons, what's going to happen and coming up. But I mean, the Germans were all about technology and preciseness, bookkeeping, that sort of thing. They kept meticulous records in World War II, but this was World War I when they did the time change thing. Hate the Farmer's Almanac because it's always correct. Yeah, it's always pretty much been on the mark. But yeah, no, the time change had nothing to do with farmers. So before the almanac, humans were ruled by the phases of the moon and eclipses. Well, yeah, well, and superstition about them too, though. You know, it's never says what you need to hear. Well, maybe you're listening. Maybe you're looking for the wrong shit, man. Well, I'm in Top Chat again, motherfucker. I do this every week and I don't know how. But I did it again. And now I got to reduce the size of the chat. Oh, fuck. Come on now. Don't pull this shit. I can't get out of it again. This happens every fucking week. There. Now I got her. Okay. Come on. There we go. Now I got some bogus text. Yeah. Scam. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. They make a, well, yeah. But then, you know my feelings. So the GOP, fake beliefs. Yeah. In my opinion, yes. They are the same because they are human created concepts. Yeah. Yes, the bull god is not real. Right. You just have to get over that, dog. You have to worship some other object in the kitchen. The bull god lives here and it's hot. Okay. Yeah. Find some other kitchen object to worship. You know, I, on the other hand, prefer not to worship. So, you know, more wars have been fought over religion than anything else. So, religion is a profit-making business. So that's the way I see it. Faith for profit doesn't make sense to me. And I can't believe that there's a being in the sky that's actually up there controlling everybody's every move. And that if I'm bad, I'm going to some place where where it's going to be all flames and they're going to poke me with a pitchfork for the rest of eternity. Okay, so. Oh, I see. Toilet bowl God. I see. That's another story. One savage under the Creator keeps it simple. The Vegemite wars of the 1400s was awful. Yeah, well, look what the result was. All hail Ra. Now send me money. Yes. My idea of a supreme being doesn't act like a dysfunctional father. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and the pitchfork poking thing just doesn't make sense to me either. Okay. Yeah. And if he's all loving, then why do we have to go through this fucking torture called life? Just because somebody ate a piece of fruit off a tree, give me a fucking break here. I didn't do it. Me and Bart Simpson. I didn't do it. It's not my fruit. It's not my cross to bear. Almond Brothers. Eve never listened. Well, sure she did. She listened to the serpent, remember? She should have listened to Lilith and run away. Like I said, Katie, she should have run off with Lilith. We'd all been better off. You'll hand over half of your worldly assets for the growth of Ra. That is all. Uh-huh. Yeah. Don't you think, Katie? She should have run off with Lilith. We'd all been better off. Oh, yes. Yeah, Lilith on Cheers. Forgot about her. Fraser's wife. Yeah, they would have had more fun. Yeah. Adam would have been better off a bachelor. She didn't listen either. I see. It's not like there weren't other people around. Come on. There was a whole population out there. You can't tell me any different. Now we read tarot cards. Yeah. Come on now. You can't tell me. They were the only ones living in the Garden of Eden, but they weren't the only people. Okay. Okay. You can't tell me they were the only people. They were the only people living in the Garden of Eden. They were the only one that had it knocked. Okay. They had the perfect life, but they weren't the only people. Okay. Oh, you do? Okay. Catching your show. We'll be watching that. Sasquatch rules the Garden of Eden. Probably does now. Turned it over to him every Saturday. Okay. Good chatting with y'all. Chiefing with you all. Got to take off. Okay. Well, thanks for coming aboard. Hope to see you again soon. Off the Xbox. Take care of yourself. Katie had a 16-minute video already. Yeah, we're going to check that out. Definitely going to check that out after the show. So. I don't know what to do for dinner. See you at Smash 510. Oh, okay. Had special effects too. Oh, your video? I'll have to check that out too. Oh, you mean it's Smash 510 at noon? Oh, it's noon sesh? I don't know what time I get it here. Adam and Eve had 10 sons and 18 daughters. Man, they had nothing to do back then. And you're telling me that those 28 people populated the world. Of course, 27 people, because we know what happened between Cain and Abel. Eat, repeat. Yeah. 2, huh? Okay. I get to go mod for the Nasty Woman Tarot channel when we finish here. Oh, okay. I truly doubt they populated the world. Okay. First of all, they'd be inbreeders. Well, of course, that would explain the moronic nature of the world today. Yeah, that's definitely incest. Very incesty. Uh, I That's no way to populate a planet. Okay, the way I see it, I truly believe there were a whole lot of people in the world back then. Cousin, girlfriend, yeah, yeah. You leave me alone, or I'll tell Pa. Well, it's my Pa too. Yeah. So yeah, strange times back then. So it's a storybook. Okay, take it at that. Somebody asked a question one day, and somebody had to write something. This is how it happened, and it took a week. Yeah, people live 600 years old. Well, it was. I don't know how the hell long Methuselah lived, but he was supposed to have lived the longest of anyone. Okay. And you know what he did during his life? Nothing. Okay. That's the tragedy of it all. They talk about how he lived to be the oldest man in the world, but he accomplished absolutely nothing. Okay. Do you think it's on purpose? We can suck ourselves. Would you really suck? Can I suck one? Can't suck. What? Do you think it's on purpose? We can suck ourselves? World would really suck. Can't suck her. Oh, you mean that we can't suck ourselves? Sure, it's on purpose. Uh, Although I'm not sure it's not possible for some. Oldest and most boring fucker in history. Exactly. Hey, you're back. See me on YouTube. Here I am. Yeah, he's the oldest and most boring fucker in history. You know, I mean, to live that long and not accomplish anything, you know. Jubilees for which narrates that Cain settled down and married his sister Awan, who bore their first son, first Enoch, approximately 196 years after the creation of Adam. Okay, took him a while, huh? Yeah, 196 years later. Yeah. Imagine how hot she looked by then. You're 196-year-old lady or something. Well, I guess she wasn't that old. She was probably only, what, maybe 95 or something when she gave birth. What if Elvis lived to be 600? No, I have a shirt that says if Elvis was alive today, he'd be dead by now. One of my originals. Had to warm her up to the idea. Yeah. Hey, baby. What say me and you while I have a kid? Yeah. Literally rock. Yeah. Oh, shit. Come on. It's getting close. And Enoch became the archangel Metatron, the only human to be made into an angel before death. Wow. Amazing. So, you know your Bible? So, you're still ordained. Oh, you became the scribe of God. Oh, interesting. My family, you have to know it from cover to cover. I see. It was kind of a strange situation in my family. When my parents married, my father was Greek Orthodox. My mother was Roman Catholic. So who wrote the book of love and the Bible? Well, I wonder. Ooh. Anyway, so they decided that the boys would be raised as Greek Orthodox, and the girls would be raised as Roman Catholic. So my father's idea of going to church was heading to the local tavern. And so my sister would go to church every Sunday, and my father and I would head to the Polish tavern that would open before hours, because taverns in Chicago didn't open until noon. And he knew of a place that would open at 7:30, and they'd unlock the back door, and it was all guys that spoke Polish, and Polish and Russian. There were Russian patrons there as well, and he would sit and drink, and I would sit there with him, and there was no religious service, needless to say. And we'd spend about 3 hours there, because that's about how long a Greek Orthodox service would take. And then we'd go home. So that was the extent of my Greek Orthodox education. And then when they divorced, my mother put me in a Roman Catholic school, and where they tortured me because I had no Christian education. So at least they tortured me for the first 2 years. none I had was brutal. Toward me, anyway. So, the current Bible was put together in the 4th century by the Roman Emperor Constantine. Yes, I had to go to the church, or I didn't get to use the car that week. Of course, there's 3 versions of the New Testament right now. So I think the Roman Catholic is the thicker of the 3, the larger of the 3. Yes, but he didn't become a Christian until right before, he wasn't baptized until right before his death. Although he promoted Christianity, he wasn't baptized until right before his death, which is very strange. Constantine. How many actual books of the Bible are? They're like 200 plus. I'm not sure. I think God sits in heaven and thinks, what the fuck you doing in my name? Well, again, I don't think God sits and thinks about us at all. If you include the Gnostic texts, there are close to 100. Okay. And why don't they? Of course, some of them are a little peculiar, but there are some others that most certainly should be in there. You must admit, Katie. I mean, truly, there are some of those that certainly belong in there. Those are the most important books. Okay. I mean, some are a little controversial, but those are the ones we should be reading. They're the ones that tell the story behind the story. You have a copy of the Nag Hammadi? Then all of the Gnostic texts. You're eating a bag of nuts. Old judgment. Okay. If you say so. Well, that'd be interesting to read. Most certainly. The books of Thomas, Philip, Judah, Adam, Mary Magdalene. I'm sorry. Oh, that'd be cool. The omitted books from the Old Testament are interesting as well. Almonds Rock, yes, they do. I like pecans too. Amazon sells the Nag Hammadi. Maybe I'll get a copy. I need something to read right now anyway. Pecans, walnuts, hazelnuts, and filberts. Ooh, cool. I have pistachios, pecans, cashews. Well, the pistachios are in shells, so they're separate. Then I have a mixture of pecans, cashews, almonds, and what else is in there? I think that's it. Pecans, cashews, and almonds. So. Lost a few pecans in my coffee grounds. I toss a few pecans in my coffee grounds when I make my coffee. Oh. Sweeten it up. I don't drink coffee. I have to stay away from caffeine. I shake enough. And decaffeinated coffee, yeah. It's just not the same. Never found one I liked. So I never, just don't care for it. Yeah, coffee or cocoa. Yeah, a little touch of cinnamon in cocoa. I like that. One sip of coffee equals 12 poops. I never really noticed the correlation until somebody brought it up one time. And I realized, yeah, it does have that effect. Yeah. This thing has gotten down to the harsh part, too. Everything has. I think I'm going to end the show. Oh, wait. I got a longer one here. We're saved. Hey, the British are coming. Well, yeah, maybe. If you say so. Mike the Greek, welcome aboard. I was going to end the show, but I found a bigger roach than the one I was smoking, so we're going to keep going here. Not much tastier. Maybe I'll take a drink here. Might help. Running out of that too. Yes, I'm motivated by doobies. So, guess we had an invader there. Thanks, dog. Got another complaint from PETA about your beard. Did you get rid of that thing yet? I need a bowl of chuck soup. That's flashback to a previous discussion. People eating tasty animals. You shaves Thursday. Okay. That's good. Of course, now people will be able to identify you. You know, I thought that's what it was all about. You being unidentifiable. Of course, then somebody would have to be looking for you. So, you are you. I am me as you are he. Oh, I got to stop smoking. That's enough of that stuff. So, well, hi, back. I can say that much. Wow, my throat is shot for the day. I'm going to have to wait clear till, let's see, it's 7:05 here. I'm going to have to wait clear till 8 o'clock before I can smoke anything again. Hi, Whimsy. Ooh. I can't be coughing like that. Anyway. Ooh-wee. Oh, no. I've had shingles. It's horrific. Volcano time. You mean vape? I haven't used that in a long time. My, forgot what it's even called now. My Zephyr. Whew. Whoa, my stone. Wow. Everything's going. Oh, man, I'm spacing. Um, I gonna go away now because because I'm really fucked up. And well, thanks for popping in because I got to end this thing. I'm fucking wasted. I haven't been this high in so fucking long. I can't believe it. I don't get like this ever. So thanks for coming aboard, Mike. I don't know what to say. I'm going on 3 hours here, and I'm faced. So uh, come back sometime, please. Oh man, I got to end this. Remember, there's nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. Okay, and uh, come on by Tuesday. I hope I can do a show. I missed last week again, I know, but let's see what happens. All right.